Well, there's a category we can appreciate.
There's something here to offend everybody, and
Philip, I never knew that postcards were so shocking.
Yes, well, I didn't bring
we haven't seen the French ones.
I didn't bring the erotica. I didn't bring my erotica, but
that's a whole show in itself.
These two cards are part of a set of 4 of a magician, and this, as you can see, are Siamese twins with a baby. And these are just various dwarf cards, and Paul will just quickly show those to you. And we're almost at we're
coming along. Yeah, we're doing great.
These are freaks.
This is the freak category.
Yes, what's this one here?
Well, the one of the two black women is a card from Coney Island.
Oh,
and that's a later card. That's a card from the 1940s or 50s.
Right. Oh my God.
And that's the
magician.
That's the magician.
Right. We see that. Okay, the card.
And
obviously another musician.
And there's no information as to what it is. Now flip it over,
okay.
Paul, and we'll just quickly talk about the. Those are just various dwarfs. One of them is an advertising card. And one of them is just a photo card from Belfast, Maine, of a dwarf on a donkey. And the other's a group of. I bought that because Paul's mother's from Hungary, so I brought a card.
Hungarian dwarfs.
Hungarian dwarfs.
Which is the Hungarian one again?
The one in the corner.
The one in traditional Hungarian costume.
Okay, I didn't see that. It's hard to see it.
Okay.
All right, now I see it.
That's our homage to Hungary.
And these cards of dwarfs were very popular when I started collecting cards in the 1970s. I've been a member of the Metropolitan Postcard Club since 1970.
Now, how many people participate in this club? Is it,
I don't really know. They keep
is it hundreds or tens or thousands?
It's diminishing like everything else. It's sort of the bowling alone with the internet and other things. But we have people. For instance, I'm going to talk about movie star cards.
Oh, great!
And which is one of my major interests, and one of the areas of collecting that attracts a lot of people. And you're talking about specialized. I mean, one of the people that I know is a club. I mean, I brought a card of some of you may have heard of Roscoe Arbuckle, the comedian of silent films known as Fatty Arbuckle. Mm-hmm. This shows him with a lot of in a drag act. and anyway, this young man collects cards of silent comedians. Okay. And you have and I just put some cards here of cards of Charlie Chaplin,
right, Mary Pickford,
Mary Pickford, Buster Keaton, and this is Baby Peggy, and I'm very interested in collecting cards of child stars, and Baby Peggy was a huge hit in the very early silent era. As far as I know, she's still alive, and she's done. She's written an autobiography and appears on talk shows and things of that sort. And the other card are just cards of Marlene Dietrich. This is part of a fairly good sized collection that I have of Marlene Dietrich. Now these cards were produced, as far as I can tell, they show after she came to the United States. She was born in 1901. Though she said she was born later, of course, but there's a little sign here, Paramount Pictures. Yeah. But these were produced in Germany. I think they're Ross Verlag or Ira Verlag. They were the top publishers. She's very interesting because Marlene Dietrich was very concerned about the quality of her postcards. They were sold as they were for all these movie stars throughout the world. And you can sort of tell. Now this shows her in Blonde Venus.
Yeah, this is Blonde Venus.
This is Blonde Venus, and this is Shanghai Express. And Blonde Venus, she's with the child star Dickie Moore, who wrote an autobiography called Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, Don't Have Sex or Use the Car. and this is a movie of the early 30s, and I think he's still alive. And these are, this is a card of her, of Marlene Dietrich, that strangely enough she's wearing the same suit when I was mounting these cards this afternoon, I noticed that both she hadn't changed her clothes.
Let's take a look. We are running a little bit out of time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, now here we'll start with the comedians. Here are the famous comedians, and the
Got
Fatty
that Fatty
Arbuckle
Arbuckle.
drag act is
Yeah.
over here.
I
You
don't
see
know
he's there in the front.
what that film is. I'm going to have to find out.
Charlie Chaplin, Mary Pickford,
And Baby Peggy.
Baby Peggy, and
Buster Keaton.
Buster Keaton, of course. And then flip it around,
It's all Marlene.
and all Marlene Dietrich will put a hole. You can see it all.
Just
And
beautiful.
I mean,
you can see
many
Shanghai
people-
Express.
Many people at the club, for instance, one of the dealers told me he had over 150 cards of Elizabeth Taylor. And I'm going to move on now to one of my more recent collections.
Okay, great. Yeah,
Oh.
because we're
Yeah, and this is a collection that I put together. Really, I started maybe 5 years ago. And these are World War II cards, and I hope some of you will recognize who these people are: Franklin Delano Roosevelt, Charles de Gaulle, Winston Churchill, and they were during World War II. There were lots of postcards made in the United States to spur the war effort. And I'm going to turn this over, and when Paul holds this up, you can see that they made the war like to join the army, have fun, because all these people they're at dances.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it doesn't show the
horror.
The horror. They're all dancing with bored beauties.
Okay.
And this one.
Okay.
I love the uniform identification aid.
Yes, now that I put in there because I didn't want anyone to feel I mostly put cards of men.
We only have a couple of minutes. Let me run this up here
Okay.
so you can show folks. Here's the leaders, the World War II leaders: de Gaulle, Churchill, Roosevelt. Some other ones above that are sort of.
And that's an
supporting the war
officers
effort.
club. The
Okay.
card that shows the interior view
Okay.
is another one of these cards that shows
And I see.
the advantages of the military life.
Right, here it is. Here's a party. Keep 'em flying. Here you go. Keep 'em flying. Such a
And
simpler
show
time.
the uniform ID one. I love
Here's how to.
how to
your-
identify different uniforms.
All right, you'll just know what the uniform is and know what service the person's in. We'll meet again. Buy war bonds. Okay, I hope they did.
Yeah.
And here's a big party. As we all know, war is just a lot of
Well,
fun.
let's
and a big
mention
party.
again about the show this weekend, because anybody that's interested and wants to see, they're having a show. The Metropolitan Postcard Club of New York City is having a show this weekend, May 15th, 16th, and 17th. That's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And check the website for all the times, because it's different. On Friday, noon to 7:30, on Saturday, 10 to 6, and on Sunday, 11 to 4:30. So that's at the Hotel New Yorker on 34th and 8th Avenue. And there's going to be lots and lots of beautiful postcards to see. They also sell postcards. And
They certainly do sell postcards. They try to sell
people
postcards.
have their collections you can check out. So it's going to be really interesting.
Okay. All right.
And
so
we also the Metropolitan Postcard Collectors Club, other than these 2 3-day shows, we try to meet every month at the New Yorker. But again, you check the website for the schedule.
All right, for upcoming meetings. If you want to join the club, if you have a collection of postcards, you
where
can
should
meet.
somebody? So we have a minute left. Philip Van Aver, how could someone start becoming a collector of postcards?
Well,
Where's a good place to begin?
Well, one of the things, of course, they are available on eBay. I mean, a lot of people are buying cards online now. Today it's other than online. These various shows around the country are about the only way. They used to be that antique stores and flea markets carried postcards. They're getting harder and harder to find anything.
Oh, really? Less and less so.
How about new postcards? Are there anything in the new ones?
Well, all
Jackalopes.
No. I'm basically talking about what are already considered collectible cards. I mean, of all the postcards that people have sent me over the years, which, like, I'm 70 years old, and I've saved.
Thank
them.
you very much,
Okay.
Philip Van Aver.
Very good.
All right.